Hey, people. How's everybody doing? We're back. We're back with another episode of Dern Dur. Dur 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 dur. Dur 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 dur. All right, I'm gonna unmute myself in Discord and everybody could say hello. Okay. Hello, everybody. Or it'll be insanely quiet.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were talking to us or...
I'll look like. Excellent. Yes.
Hello.
We're live.
Okay.
That wasn't awkward at all. Everything's perfectly fine. Professional streaming.
Hello.
Very
We know what we're
professional.
doing.
There's only one person watching. It's probably one of us. Anyway, all right.
Don't be mean to the one person.
I'm not
Doesn't
being
matter
mean.
who it is.
I'm not being mean to the one person.
Sounds like you're being mean to the one person.
Well,
Yeah.
I love you, one person. Whoever you are loved by me. What's up? Anyway, I just winked it. All right.
You guys are making your way back to the camp. It is getting late, so I assume you guys are just you just continue on and wait till nightfall.
Yes, so I would also ask, I think it was Ruby who contacted her the last time. Do you remember how to contact your countess?
The last time I didn't exactly contact her, but she was able to get a message to me. I just poked my arm here, and she points to the little mark that she has, which I don't remember what it was, like an owl? On her shoulder or something? She has like a mark from the Countess. Yeah. Was it like, I can't remember what it was.
I think it was actually on her arm, if I remember correctly. Her symbol is there, which is an owl.
Which is an owl. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Points to the mark on her arm.
Right, and she sent us out to get them. I know that they're supposed to be helpful with the forest fires.
Yeah.
But wasn't this something you were supposed to do as a favor or as a way to repay her?
I think that's what it was.
So does she want them or do...
As much as we do.
Right, does she want them or does she expect us to do something with them?
Oh.
I think she told us she was going to use them for something. But I could be mistaken.
Alright, do we have a way of getting them to her?
I don't think we talked about that.
Would you want to ask her that, perhaps?
Yeah. I can try and do that. Right now, or?
I mean, we'll set up camp for the evening, so while I'm cooking with Granny's help, I don't know. Unless you wanted to do something else. We're setting up camp anyways.
Okay. I can try and contact her while we're setting up camp. And so as people are setting things up, she will walk a ways into the forest a little bit and then poke her arm and kind of talk to the forest in general and say, like, Countess, so we have all the things. We're not really sure where we should take them to get them to you.
You don't get any response.
Mhm.
There's some birds around you that are curious about you, but otherwise, no response.
Okay. She'll wait a little bit longer, just in case it's interference.
Walks from tree to tree. Is this better?
Interference.
Gosh, the cell signal is not very good here.
Before she will go back to camp, looking a little bit, not exactly concerned, but maybe a bit disappointed.
So, no answer?
None that I could tell.
Alright, well,
Maybe as we move, she'll come into contact with us? Perhaps if we head back to the one camp to check in on things there, she will reach out.
well, if we're allowed to stay again, then we can do that. Though, well, I'm also not sure how Dahlia has fared in her quest.
Ugh.
Me neither.
Corin doesn't wince at all.
Dahlia?
Yes,
Like
there
you
used to
don't
be
know,
a
don't
tiefling. There used to be a tiefling traveling with us who had her own view on timing, and when we were back at, well, the camp that we stayed at before we set out and met you, some issues came up, and she had offered to right them by going on a rather dangerous mission, and well, it was decided that it was best for us to leave for now, so that there wouldn't be as much tension in the camp.
M just nods very sagely. Youngsters can be so impetuous sometimes.
They, yeah, I will say there was a certain atmosphere in camp, and well, I mean, it's things were a little more serious, I think, than she had gathered, or just simply she didn't pay attention to it. I'm not entirely sure which one it was, but well, we set out to gather these items that you've helped us with, and supposedly they can help with dealing with the forest fires. So if the person who has given us the quest can't elaborate further, I suppose the next best thing might be to bring it back and ask if anyone in camp knows what to do with them.
Well, that sounds sensible.
Based on the power,
Oh, sorry.
based on the power of such a being, I'm assured she will contact us when she feel it is right.
I think so too.
Which begs the question: how does she know? I'll have to ask.
From what I've noticed, I think it's her owls.
Oh yes. Ruby, should we go find an owl?
Ruby immediately looks around in the trees for owls. I assume she doesn't see anything. It is daytime.
I mean,
It-
it's actually evening.
Well, yeah, but it's not owl time. Owls usually come out.
There's an owl time.
I mean, I think what she's thinking of is like when their actual hunting time, which is at night.
Mm.
Yeah, you do not spot an owl around.
I mean, I don't know if owls are the only thing
That's a good point.
she's watching through there. If it's also bats, then those are probably going to come out in a bit.
I just picture the group staring up at the sky or in the tree lines, just watching and waiting.
Nah, I'm cooking. Oh, Granny. I'll just. What has Granny decided we're eating today? Rachel, you also muted.
Resident cook, what are we cooking?
No, they're both muted.
Excellent.
Yes. Also, resident cook, excuse you. I've been cooking for way longer. She might be the expert Michelin cook, but resident. No, it's fine. Rachel?
Not lighting up.
But it won't let.
There you go. Now we can...
Well, it will only let me push to talk if I am not clicking on the message in general and if I am unmuted already. I don't. Anyways,
That's how it works, though.
it's.
It's raw.
It's right.
Okay.
All right. What do we have ingredients for? I do have some of those imp legs.
Oh no.
Could do a little experimentation.
We could. We also have the mushroom pieces we took. The
Yes,
mushroom.
that's true. Got a bit of mushroom. Could make a lovely stew with that.
Let's see. Yeah, I have some. Let's see what's in my spice pouch.
Buckle up, everybody.
How about we could try a variety? I have a variety of paprika, ginger, garlic, rosemary, salt, pepper, and saffron. So whatever we wanna try. Do we wanna do each leg a little differently, or do we wanna just go for one and just wing it, which is usually what I do?
I feel like saffron would go well with imp leg.
What
It is
D&D are
probably
we
rather
playing?
spicy. I do have some cherub breath, which is some, I don't know, Corin, how much you like the cooking back where you're from.
Uh-huh.
But I've been told that it's a typical Malayat seasoning that we would need cream though. Combined with water and cream will alleviate spiciness and improve sweetness. But we don't have cream, so it's
Visions of my childhood.
yeah, we can try some saffron, some spicy implex.
Now, is that sweet paprika or smoky?
Smoky.
Oh, well, that might be, yeah. So, I think we could really put something together with that.
I will assist you. This is probably more up your alley than mine. I must confess, usually I prepare food from ingredients that I know.
A little smoke, a little spice. Yes, I think this will go nicely.
This is... I do not know how I feel about eating an imp leg.
Neither do we yet. But I'd rather we use them now than keep them longer and
then they
risk
go bad,
the meat going bad. So let's just give it a try.
I love this Oregon Trail flavor music.
I mean, with what we're doing, like we're all about to get sick.
Somewhere
Very
between
appropriate.
Oregon Trail and a little Stardew Valley.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
I will assist you with your cooking role.
With your cookery.
You can roll
Hang on. I know I'm looking for it. Sorry.
cooking treats.
I'm imagining the cookie thing.
What?
Utensils, yeah.
I was looking at the chef's pouch and be like,
Ooh. Thank God for that 18.
Yeah.
Thank God for that assistance.
You make some. Did you decide to make the legs?
Yeah.
Yep, we're making
Fine.
implex
We
with
sure
like
did.
saffron and other like just
You make a variety of imp legs. The meat in general is jerky-like. It's not. Despite your cooking skills, they're not. Implex are not the greatest ingredients.
Yeah.
It is more. It's interesting. You think you've done well with what you have. It's an experience.
Yep.
Bit like frog legs.
I've never had frog legs, so
Me neither.
Same.
I also feel like implex aren't like since they're more like jerky, I think frog is a little more a little different from that.
Tender? I don't know. I really
Mm.
don't.
I would guess amphibian is different. But anyway.
Previously frozen chicken wings.
Ew.
Ooh.
Oh.
That sounds
Yikes.
extremely appetizing.
As somebody who has tried to make those recently, no. It's
Oh
awful.
no.
It's awful. Why did I don't know. My mom gave me a bag. I was like, alright. No. No.
And like probably not the nice thick chicken wings. But
No,
like, maybe
God,
the-
no.
Maybe like the Chinese food chicken wings that seem kind of scrawny to me every time.
You know what? It's not the worst food we've had.
No.
No, it could have gone a lot worse.
Yes.
We've eaten worse.
Well, I just don't think that I'm going to do this one again. I have to say.
This is very strange.
It's fine.
I don't know how I feel about the jerky consistency, to be honest.
I'm really impressed with what you guys did with it.
I have become a
I don't
food
think
critic.
it's something that Impleg
Well,
would be
thank
done.
you, my dear. Oh, and I did put some aside without spice for Sombra.
It's me.
Yes. Oh. That should not be there.
Can I have leg?
Yeah, you're not gonna like it.
Firin will probably be doing his tiny hut ritual while their food is being cooked.
Yeah, you can do that on the side. Summer will continue to ask for leg.
Leg.
You can have some leg. This is probably not good for you.
That's meat.
Yeah. It's questionable.
Meat.
Okay, eat them. Fine, eat the meat.
I promise you, if the meat was bad, she would notice it. Meat that has gone bad smells so awful.
Oh, that's not why I'm worried. It's just odd.
I'm glad it doesn't taste worse, to be honest.
Very
I
true.
wasn't entirely sure if they were going to be edible to begin with, but
yes, imp legs. Seems. Ooh. All right.
I am kind of excited to have tried something so new, though.
This is.
I wonder if they would have maybe
Oh no, not
if
again.
if we had honeyed them instead, like
No.
glazed them.
Oh, that was a thought.
I wonder if the sweetness would have offset this.
Hmm.
I never.
But then
wanna
again, I
eat
also
this
just like to
dish.
put.
Never
I
again.
think we're out of legs.
Good. Good. No more.
Can't promise you this is the last time you'll eat a monster. Well, you'll
No,
eat
probably
something
not.
Not normal, but
Monster parts. All right.
watch time.
Watch time. Yes.
Same watches as before, or do you want to switch it up?
This works for me. Same watches is fine.
I think it works, yeah.
Okay, so
I do have one question. Ruby takes 2 watches still?
Oh, I had something happening at that point in time.
Yeah, and I don't remember what it was because I just realized the way we're set up. I think you might want to slot a little down so that you're like safely in there.
Okay, so first watch is Corin and Rin. Second watch is Rin. Third one is Ruby, and fourth is M and Ethereum.
Mhm.
Actually, Afirin might want to watch with Ruby instead of M, just so he doesn't get any more awkward questions.
Em won't protest. She feels a little bad.
A fear in
Aw.
remembrance.
Anything else you want to do before you head to bed?
No, I can't think of anything. Panic.
That's a free action, as always.
Panic, yes, excellent. Ooh, I want to.
I think I. Oh, no, never mind. The staff is charged. I was about to say I'm going to bury the staff, but I haven't used it.
I kind of.
Use your words.
No, I don't want to take a chance. I have this other item that requires attunement, and I really want to see what it does. But at the same time, testing it out in the middle of wherever we are probably isn't a good idea right now. Yes.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
did you see that we got an answer on the question?
Oh, we did! Sorry.
I just checked.
I got really
And
excited.
I was like, end of the day, let me check the crystal if we want to send a message because we can use one per day. So I was
Yes,
checking,
yes,
and there
yes, yes.
seems to be an answer.
Okay,
I
let
think
me-
that's an answer.
I appreciate it. Yeah. Okay, that's mine.
You might want to read it to your stream as well.
Oh, okay. I don't remember the first part of it, and I don't remember if I showed it last time. But this is
The first part is in Crow's End. But that is a lot to read if you want to read.
Yeah, I
it.
think this one is just.
I would
this
say
one's short enough.
Just just open it, and then if people want to read it, they can take a screenshot.
that's true.
Or-
Yes, you can pause it if you're watching the VOD later.
Right.
But yes, this part is the first message, and then this is my character's response.
Though actually, if you would just read the message you send as Corin, that would entertain me a lot.
No, no. Oh my god,
You do
no.
not have to. Just it would entertain me. Dear DM.
I can do it. Just give me a second because I know I mumbled things, and I think I still have my script. Hold on. Oh, yes. Go away, word. Go away. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. That and this and here. Usually I keep all my RP notes. Yes, I did. Okay. Did I write down what I mumbled?
Wait, what?
Ah, here it is. Let me bold it so I can read it out loud. Okay. I do not know how you pronounce that NPC's name. Is it XA? Am I
XE.
XE?
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna fuck it up later anyway. I have to do this as Corin. Shit.
Mhm.
Oh man, this.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this hard? Ah!
No.
Okay. Hello, Foylin. I would appreciate if you could give Eckard the following message. Hello, Eckard. Hold on. I needed a sip. My face is probably all red. Okay. I'm glad that Tim's training is going well while I am away. Please tell him that the card he has given me has brought immense luck, and I continue to appreciate it. You've mentioned Pans, but I hope at some point he'll move on to appropriate weaponry. Also, I would prefer that he not ride that creature, but I trust you know what you're doing. I have no reason to talk anyway. If X... Oh god, I knew I was gonna get to that part and fuck it up. How do you pronounce it again?
XE.
If XE could teach him spells to give you a break every once in a while, don't hesitate to ask them. I'd like it if you took some time for yourself. You're working hard and deserve a break, brother. As for where we plan to stay, I would assume we would be staying at the usual place, or some of us at the crochettery. Ruby is partial to those little crocheted items. I honestly loathe the little dolls. Though there is a possibility I would be invited to stay somewhere else. I have not yet received an invitation and would hate to assume it would happen. If it did, I'm unsure if the rest of us would be invited. It's all speculation at this point. Thank you, Eckerd, for watching over Tim. I had hoped at some point in my adventuring to find his sister, but I don't even know where to start. And I doubt the places we have been is where she would travel. Also, Sombra says that you are a good boy. Love you. Thank you, Foylin. Yay! Anyway, new message.
There you go.
Okay. Hello, Corin, and other curious eyes looking at the group crystal you bought. You are welcome. I will send a crow with your message at Eckerd when the sun is up again. Also, that horse really got to you, huh? God damn it. Not my business in any case. Before the record, my crows asked me multiple times if it was your boy's familiar. Oh, no! No! Oh my god, no. They have a connection of some sort. No, yeah, I'm aware. Anyway, all of you stay safe. Don't go up in flames or anything. Message received Souls Day 8th. Okay, when did I send mine? Oh, same day. Okay. Disclaimer, paragraphs have automatically and magically been added to for improved legibility by the efforts of Professor. I'm not even gonna fucking try. Anyway.
I think technically you did send the message yesterday, so you can... Didn't you send it the day before?
Was it yesterday?
I fully don't remember if you sent it in the evening or the morning. I know that it was during camp, but I don't remember if you did it during the evening or morning.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's okay, I'm not...
Morning or something.
Yeah, I can always answer back at another... Either tonight or tomorrow, whenever I get that chance to do that. That was terrible. Anyway, whenever I get the chance, period. English is hard.
Also, that was very well done, Kate.
Thank you.
It actually sounded like a message from Corin. Like, that was...
Excellent. It only took 5 minutes of embarrassment to pull through. Anyway. I'm gonna
It was good.
look through my spells prepared and re-prepare different ones.
Oh, fuck.
Yes, druid friend. You chose that class.
I sure did.
Just as much as I chose the one where I didn't have to prepare.
Oh, wait. Do you want us to prepare now or wait until to see how the night goes?
I don't think you will get into a fight at night,
Okay.
so you can rest and
Is that a challenge? No, I'm just kidding.
Dun dun dun. No.
when you want to fight. I'm not going to stop you.
Me preparing spells is me technically looking over things and figuring out what I want to do, and then usually when we get to the next day, I'm like, okay, quickly change those, and there we go. Anyway.
I changed my mind.
Well, no, I don't change them until it's when you say it's the next morning, and then I'm like, okay, let's make some changes. This is me preparing. Okay.
Okay. Corin, first watch.
Excellent.
Nothing much happens. Sombra will inform you that she's not the biggest fan of the leg. It's fine, it works, but compared to Snorsages,
Oh,
come
man.
on. Come on. Those are the best. And she also will tell you, she will pretty much from then on tell you all her favorite meats.
Oh God.
At the top, I definitely things that Rin has prepared or hunted, but also sausages. Those are her favorite snacks, apparently. She also mentioned branches a bunch, but you think she's mostly just confused, just excited about branches.
So sausages.
Sausages are the top. Always sausages. When we run out of sausages, I'm in trouble.
Hey, I was on that list. I can help. I can hunt things.
Corin will not tell Rin.
No, I'm not awake. I am sleeping.
Excellent.
dog.
She won't tell you anyway.
That's so rude. That's a hate crime. That is
silently
not
keeps it to
telling a
herself.
person that a good dog is excited about something they do is so rude. I'm gonna make myself again.
My plan has worked. No, anyway.
I mean, you two are on watch, so you could RP if you wanted to, if there's anything you guys want to talk about.
Oh, I am awake.
Yeah, like
I forgot about that.
second one.
I fully forgot about that. My bad. I don't know. For some reason, I thought I had second and third. I don't know why.
You
I don't know.
can switch it if you want, but
No,
then
no.
3 people are on third watch.
No, yeah, this is fine. I'll be awake for first and second.
I will say Corin's mostly nodding along and going, uh-huh. Uh-huh.
I will raise an eyebrow, but not like interrupt the conversation. When I do notice that they're done or seem to be finishing up, I will like clear my throat and then I will ask, so do you have any plans on how to deal with that helmet of yours, I guess is what it is?
You don't like my pumpkin.
I think it will be in the way when you, what was it you said? Go and stay somewhere else? When we're back in Ilos?
I am aware that the crystal is not private conversation, but never mind. I have
What?
no...
I didn't bring it up with the others.
No, I'm aware.
I haven't told them anything.
I'm aware. They're not blind or deaf, I should say, more than blind. Eventually, I have not been invited anywhere else. Most likely we are staying at the usual place, and that is fine. I wanted to be honest with my brother. That is all.
Right. No. I think we should really work on you being able to take that off without taking your head off, though.
That's very true. I assume if I am no longer magically connected to it that I will have my head returned to me. I haven't tried it yet. It's been useful. And not just in summoning that steed. Being able to see further has been very nice.
So, I can imagine as much. Do we have any idea where those boxes came from?
They were gifts. I still have yours.
I know. There are two that I've been wondering if there's a way to... I mean, they all seem to have some downsides from what I've been
Well, we did watch.
noticing.
Yes, Ruby's attached itself to her eye.
Yeah, sewed itself into her skin. That was
If
extremely questionable.
if you are interested in trying them, I can give them to you. I can prepare the removal of curse, just in case. It's up to you. No pressure.
I don't know if. Well, whatever we do, we probably only have a day of traveling ahead tomorrow, so. Should nothing else happen, if you don't mind preparing that spell just in case,
I
I
can do
wouldn't
so.
mind opening them tomorrow. Tomorrow, though,
That's
not tonight.
then I will prepare it.
Also, earlier today, when we ran into the fire elementals, I realized that it had been a while since I brushed up on my primordial. Should we take turns in teaching each other, or do you just want to finish your Elvish for now? I don't need to know primordial as much right now, but it has come in useful once or twice lately.
We can exchange back and forth. I would prefer that you be in the right mindset. I know us being in Gadrath and everything being on fire, and Ashenborn and the Ashen Wolf, I'm sure that there's a lot of distractions right now.
I definitely walk with a little more awareness and attention spent on my surroundings than I did before this, but it's my home, it's my forests. I think I can manage talking and walking at the same time. Now here comes the part where the player looks up how far she ever got. 9 days.
Hey, that's better than my what? 3? Yeah, yes. 3.
3?
3.
Has that been it? Oh dang.
3 days. Yep.
we can do Elvish tomorrow for you.
It's fine.
I realized that Primordial was on my list and that we never finished it, so I wanted to bring it up.
I still have yet to give my reasons for lowering the time, so don't feel too bad. I have 4. I can't get a 5th one. I'm still fluctuating on that 5th one. I'm like, cute puppy pictures, or just come up with a decent reason. Come on. No, I don't know.
Friendship.
Friendship. Anyway. So yes, an exchange should work fine, I think.
I think at the end she will just, like at the end of the conversation, after they grow quiet again, she will pause for a second and then like do the unthinkable and just slightly smile to herself and then go back to, I don't know, drinking her tea or whatever. Oh, that's right. I want to prepare tea. I almost forgot. I forgot about this because I said earlier that I would, and then we ended the session and I forgot fully. I'm gonna make because Common threw her back out.
Oh yeah! Oh my god! Old lady
I'm gonna
threw her back
prepare a set of workers' hard tea, which is for like aches and blisters, like muscle aches and stuff.
Excellent.
So I will prepare a cup of that and leave some make sure that the others later can also grab some tea.
Ah yes, thank you.
I forgot about that.
I forgot I threw my back out and almost old lady died.
I just remembered that. I knew that I wanted to do it, but we never got around to it because we just did the rest of the fortress and then left.
Yep.
Ran
just like
so that we could breathe again.
Fuck out. Yep.
So.
Yep.
I will also make that. But yeah, she will like give a slight smile to herself and then stop smiling again because we wear shields. I have a ration those.
Ration hugs, ration lots of things.
Listen. Do you think that if you remove the curse from your pumpkin, you'll be able to use it without having to take off your head?
I don't think it's a curse. I think it's just a property of the item while in use.
Have you tried it?
No. Mainly... Well, honestly, there is another item that I have received from the other box that I wished to try, but have some hesitation in doing so, considering where we are and what we're facing, or what we possibly could face. So that's been on the back burner, so to speak.
Fair enough. I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to put anything on tomorrow either. Just see what it is and then maybe try it if it seems useful.
Well, I will prepare accordingly.
If I end up not wanting to use them, then do you want to try the spell on yourself just to see?
We'll see. We'll see. I want to see what you get, and if you're willing to try first, and then go from there.
How difficult is it to cast?
It's not that difficult. It's just.
Okay.
It is a higher amount of power that I would prefer not to waste on something small like that.
Mm-hmm.
How to come up with saying I don't want to use a spell slot.
Yeah, that's sort of what I've been doing.
Yep.
But no, you're fine. I understand. Alright.
Which is fine, because I have a spell I can get rid of. In exchange for that.
You know what we never figured out?
What?
Who the fuck Ramus Ol is?
Who was?
You're not awake. It's a name we were given.
Who was?
Ramus Ol. It's a name we were given months ago when we first met Fuelun. Do you remember that? How we walked inside and she had a vision and then gave us the name, and I've tried every now and then to find something in a library or talking to someone or something else, and we've just never figured it
It's
out.
never come up. There's still time.
I'm just wondering because it was considered to be this. Like, it was something that she said before she even really knew us, so it's a vision that clearly had some merit.
I don't know.
For those of you watching the stream, I have like a whole Google Doc on stuff I keep tracks of, and like it's like the third point or the fourth point on my things to do, and it's literally just figure out who the fuck that is.
Who that boy be?
Who dat? It's like over learning skills and stuff. It's over something that's connected to my actual backstory because it's just I want to. Who is that? Who is that? Who dat?
Who dat? I didn't even write that down.
I know, I did, and I've been trying to figure it out.
I didn't write that down. I wrote down the other dude's name, but anyway.
The other dudes? We had another.
Oh, you will find that out! Oh! Oh, shit! Oh, no, I hate it. I hated that!
That suddenly feels more urgent.
I don't know.
Man.
Oh, God. Jesus.
Oh, my God. Yikes. Also, I love that, by the way. Alright, anyway. Slep. Or
Well,
things. I just...
well.
I don't have an answer as my voice cracks.
No, I'm aware. In character, we don't know it. So
Yeah.
whatever. It's.
Very odd. I completely
It
forgot
was
about
like
them.
one of our first sessions. Well, not first, but like one of our earlier sessions.
Uh-huh.
It's still in my notes as like figure out what that means.
Figure out who that be.
Who dat?
Was almost 3 years ago. I mean, Jesus.
3.
3. Has it been 3? I don't remember anymore.
That sounds long. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's getting pretty close.
Yeah, that's what I
It would have
thought.
been mid 2018.
Oh boy. That's a long time.
Yeah, I know, right?
All right, yeah, but the bottom line.
Bottom line.
Bottom line. I assume we're gonna figure it out when we get there
I
from
mean-
everything that we've learned so far about visions and
The
prophecies.
DM did say.
I'm back in character. Man.
Oh, okay.
From everything that we've lately learned about visions and prophecies and fates. You should go to sleep.
I should. Sombra likes your cooking. Apparently it's
Thank you, Sombra.
top notch. High on her list. And Corin does smile. But says nothing else.
I'm glad to hear it. I assume the Implec wasn't on the list, though.
No, it wasn't.
I am not surprised.
No. It wasn't even on my list.
It was interesting, but there are much better meats.
Mm. Good night.
Good night. Good night, Sombra.
Good name.
She says good night.
Yeah. We'll get her midnight pats from Rin.
Yeah. I will actually, since I'm now not talking to anyone for my next watch, I will just turn into a wolf and, like, nudge her once. Give her a nudge as a wolf and then settle into my second watch.
There will be a moment where she is like, play.
Oh no.
Wolfriend, play. But no. Sleepy time.
Naps.
So Rin, on your watch, as you're just hanging out as a wolf, being the best watch pretty much, the best guard at night,
Bork.
you notice that Ruby will sit up, go into her inventory, and grab all the ingredients she has and put them in front of her.
What the hell?
And you can just watch her how she kind of, with her eyes closed, seems to stare at them, and they slowly mix together without her actually touching anything.
This, from all the stories she's read and just the general, like, situation with patrons, she's gonna keep an eye on Ruby just to make sure she doesn't, like, accidentally injure herself, but I assume there's something going on here, so I'll just let it be.
Yeah, in the end, everything is in the one flask she was given before, and then she just falls backwards, the flask still in her hand, and is fast asleep again. Otherwise, your watch is just nice and peaceful. Ignore the fires somewhere.
As in the distance, it's not fully dark because in the distance the sky is just
Not
red.
that far away from the
Orange.
fires.
Yeah. When I turn back into myself to wake up Efirin and Ruby, I'm gonna ask Ruby, are you aware that you make something together just earlier?
Ruby will look a little bleary-eyed and then look down at the flask, and then her expression will brighten and clear up, and she'll be like, "Oh, I did that for real."
All right. Yes, you did, and yet your eyes
Great
closed.
stuff. But that was
Yeah.
good stuff. Cool. I didn't have to remember it at all.
What does it do? What did you do?
Oh, I put it all together. The Countess showed me. And it's now ready to put out the fires in one of the 2 areas.
Free.
3 areas. I thought she said 2.
How?
Well, she told you of 2, but there are 3 areas on fire.
Well, she told me of 2, so I'm gonna say the 2 areas.
Nice. Fight the DM. Do it. How?
So I take this. She says it has to be me. And I take this to the edge of one of the areas, whichever one we decide is the right one. And then I pour it out at the edge, and it goes back to the way it was, the way that the white wolf remembers it. And she says that as if she's quoting something.
All right. Well, that's good to hear. So it should probably be an area the White Wolf actually remembers then.
I don't think it has to be. I think that was kind of part of the spell. It's supposed to work on any of the areas.
Well, I'm not entirely sure if the choice should be left up to us or not, but for now, that's good to hear and good to know, and just...
She said
Well-
it should be our choice. Well, she said it should be my choice. But I would like help in figuring out what the right choice is.
Fair enough. When you talk to her next, would you tell her thank you from me as well?
I did say thank you, but yes, I will tell her thank you for you as well.
I will nod and then settle down for the night. I did say that I also woke up with Fearin, by the way. I did say that earlier. I'm not sure if you heard that. So, you would have been able to hear the conversation. I'm not sure.
He would be interested, at least, to hear about progress towards our mission, and probably say something under his breath of like, "Of course, it's Ruby's decision. She's the best, isn't she?"
I'm not there. Ooh.
I'm just turning back into a wolf, and I will like, quote unquote, snort as a wolf, like a laugh, like a
Yeah.
curl up in my tent, or near my tent. No, what? I'm lying. I'm not in my tent. I didn't set up a tent. I'm in the woods. I will curl up in the woods nearby, like really close, but still in the woods.
Yeah.
So, watch time.
Mm-hmm.
How are you doing, Ruby?
I'm doing really well.
It sounds like we have, again, progress. Always good to have progress.
Yeah. It was really cool meeting the Countess. She's really pretty.
I will take your word for it. How's Marv doing?
Yep. Marv is probably sitting on her shoulder. And she will reach out to him to allow him to sit on her hand if he would choose to.
Yeah. Martha wobble down. Now it's just nice and cool on your hand.
Seems to be doing well, though I should probably find him a source of water soon.
You can communicate with him, yes?
As much as anybody else can.
I thought you had like a special sort of communication bond. I know, kind of along the lines of Corin and Sombra have their
Oh,
own
no.
sort of communication each.
Marv just meows.
But he's a gelatinous cube, yes?
A gelatinous cube?
Or is he just a floating spirit? This is actually out of game.
Oh, He's a water blob.
Okay. A water blob that meows. And he's just kind of like taking some shorthand while he stares at Marv. And as you said before, your patron Lunar gave him to you so he could experience the world with you?
Yeah. He wanted to learn what the world was like. What's
Your patron
Marv
did
that
or
one?
Marv does?
Both, I think. Marv, you want to know what the world's like, right? Yeah.
Marv, are you a part of the patron known as Lunar? Does that mean yes?
Honestly, sometimes I'm not certain. He's never really shown it. I've never really gotten the impression of different emotions. That doesn't mean he doesn't feel them, but I think he keeps most things to himself.
Does he has impact on this world though, yes? For example, if he jumped in a pool of water, he would,
Absorb it.
absorb it, or so he can transport water, yes? Can you soak up water and wring it out elsewhere?
He can if he chooses to. Sometimes I ask him to, well, he can also spit out acid.
Oh, that's quite a trick.
And sometimes he can create a slippery surface with himself.
Fluid dynamics. Well, that is all very interesting.
He's very interesting. Gives Marv a small.
Does it feel pain?
I would assume so.
Have you tested this theory?
No. But I believe he has been damaged before.
Okay. So he does have corporeal existence and can take damage. Okay. All good information. And your other parts of your menagerie here are more normal beings, right? Your egg, as we have discussed, and
Normal.
the hedgehog I believe I was there for.
The hedgehog is definitely a hedgehog.
Yes.
Last I checked. Suddenly, slightly concerned.
That hedgehog died of fucking smoke poisoning.
Oh my
What?
god.
No.
I made a joke that because of all the smoke we've been walking through, that hedgehog choked in the smoke a while.
No.
He has tiny lungs. How will he breathe?
We put little masks over their face. Everything's fine.
Ruby's essence protects the poor hedgehog.
And you know what is in the egg, yes?
No.
You have no idea.
Nope. It's supposed to be a Ramirez egg. It's shaped like one. But I took it to someone in Ilos. Name Paige can't remember, and let's be honest, Ruby probably wouldn't either. So we're just gonna keep going. And she was a witch, and she checked in on the egg because I was concerned I wasn't taking care of it properly, and she told me it was not a Ramirez anymore, but some kind of an odd trick where where it was switched out with some other creature.
While inside the egg?
while inside the egg.
Fascinating.
I don't know how that happened, but now it is something else. But we don't know what. I'm sure whatever it is, though, I can teach it to be a good creature. And I can certainly
have-
fight for it, whatever else happens.
I have faith in your ability to bring out the good in anything.
Thank you. Everybody
What?
else seems worried about it, but I think it will be fine.
He's gonna say something great and profound that Alex can't think of at the moment. Something to do with how our kids emulate who we are, and because you're such a good being, that clearly it'll be a good being as well.
Ruby will take it as the compliment it is and appreciate it.
Not that Afirin remembers what childhood is like.
Oh!
What?
He's not that old.
Rachel made sass.
Just mocking your apparent inability to remember any kind of family experience.
Yes, but the knowledge of family in general is something he is familiar and studied.
I'm told that parents raise good children.
They themselves are good, yes.
Exactly.
Canning echoes.
Alex, you need some ointment
For?
for that bird.
Nice.
Said notes.
And I'm out.
Well, Efirin will, like, slap his book together and be like, well, we should probably keep an eye out so nothing attacks us. Unsure if any of the Ashenborn are going to be after us after we... Well, we left on pretty good terms with the ones that were there, didn't we?
Yeah. Which is kind of odd. But, you know, everybody's different.
Well, perhaps they won't feel as benign towards us once we start putting out the fires.
That's probably very true. And she will agree that should keep an eye out for things, and we'll try and look around for any bad things that might be coming.
Yes, because that is our job. And we should do our job.
Indeed.
All right.
Actually, one more thing.
All right, no worries.
Sorry.
It's fine.
After a moment, she will ask, "Did you want to know how I put the things together?"
Yes, are we going to acquire more of these resources to do more?
No, I just thought maybe you would like to know how it all worked.
Yes, that is a yes. He'll pull his
and-
book back out and be very excited.
She will just explain that how the Countess showed her how to like move the different ingredients to mingle together without touching them. And she will explain that it's kind of like how she how it felt similar to when Ruby would summon her own powers, it nudging the different objects to move together without touching them. How that worked, and that she had to think about turning back time with the sands, and fill the spell with the power of the ashes. Thinking about how the fire had to go back whence it came and return the forests back to what they were as the Wolf of Old remembers. which I assume has to do with the tear of the wolf that we got.
So, sand for the time,
Mm-hmm.
ashes for the target, and the tears for a target. That is very clever.
I think so. That makes much more sense.
Thank you. That
Yeah,
is
you're welcome.
fantastic information to know.
Neat. And that's all. She wanted to make sure that he knew about that because she knew that he was interested in any new magic
Yes.
and learning about it.
Okay, anything else you do?
I think that's it for Ruby. Does Ephraim have anything else?
No, I'm good. I'm just trying to look for something else. You're good.
Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, your watch passes without any events. Same for you, do you want to do anything on your watch?
No, I think that was good.
Okay. Then next morning. Everybody wakes up alive.
Good morning. No, I'm just kidding. She wouldn't say that. She would say morning.
Out of character already. Come on.
I'm sorry. I was finishing typing. I think I'll just.
Try to take a long rest if you haven't
That's a
yet.
good point. I assume Ruby tells of her night immediately once we wake up.
What?
I assume Ruby talks about her night and what happened when we wake up.
If she's asked about it, because obviously Rin already knows, and Ephraim already knows.
Yes. If she doesn't bring it up, Rin will say, so Ruby had a dream and sleepwalking situation. During the night. And if I understood this correctly, and correct me if I'm wrong, the ingredients have now been mixed together into something that can put out one of the fires.
Yeah.
Like the whole area.
Yes. One of the areas.
Right.
She mentioned she said that we could put out the fire.
Cool.
DM.
Well,
There are 2 music tracks playing, I think. Or that might just be me.
there should be just one music one and one ambient one, but maybe this one has.
Yeah, the ambient had, I think, had music in it.
It's strong there, man.
it's okay. I'm just...
Sorry. Here, less music. Still
Thank
perfect.
Thank you.
She mentioned the Sea of Ash, which we were at recently, I think, or the battlefield where the hunters clashed with the Ashen Boar.
I hate that.
I would... Well, I know that the choice is left up to you. But I would like to... Yeah, the large one. Yeah, I assume that one probably can't be... I think it's...
No, I know. It looks like it got larger,
sure.
or maybe I'm dumb.
I think it's the effect that
Okay.
is suddenly pulsing.
With lighting effects.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was
I
like...
think that's what's making it look large. I think it was this large previously.
It's like, wait a minute.
No,
Let's not.
she'll say, well, we're currently close. I mean, it will be a few days to get back to camp, but then we will be equal distance away from the two smaller fires. I don't know if you want to leave it up to them, though, because it is your choice in the end.
Wouldn't it make sense to get rid of the biggest fire?
I'm not... She gave you two options, right?
Yes.
Is the biggest fire one of them? I'm actually not entirely sure.
Remember.
I don't think so.
The bigger the fire we can put out, the more progress we can make, yes.
Yeah,
Well, that
this-
depends on how they're... That depends on what is in that area. Maybe some of the reasons why the other two fires are kept smaller is because people are pushing more actively against them because there's more important stuff there.
Mm-hmm.
We only got here a few days ago, and I don't have as much information about what has been occurring overall in Gadrith, and I'm not sure if I'm allowed back into our area of remote communication yet because of the incident with the Keeper. I'm not entirely sure how much, because we did also afterwards, the wound got worse and everything, and I'm not... Long story short, I think it might be best for us to return to camp. For one, to see about Dahlia, and if there's been any update in there. And then if you're willing to hear them out, they might have an idea or input on what to do with the powder that you have. Is it powder? What you mixed together? What is it? Powder? Is it a liquid? Is it?
Yeah, what's actually in the vial? The final product.
The thing in the vial is a liquid.
Liquid, okay.
There are specks that turn to snowflakes when they touch the sides.
Okay. On what to do with the liquid, I think that they would know more about how much each area is impacted by the fires.
I can at least learn from them, and then we can all talk together what we think is perhaps the best place.
That's a good idea. Works.
As a little word of warning, I don't know if this is going to be an issue or not, but there are a few headstrong people among us. I'm sure as you've been able to tell by traveling with me for a bit, sometimes when we have certain opinions or goals, we tend to be rather focused on them, so since this is meant to be your choice, while I know that it can be hard, try to keep that in mind, even if they begin to push for something else, because they might. And you can see that Rin is like really conflicted about what she's saying right now, because like,
I understand that. That's what I was thinking as well. When I talked to the Countess, Ruby will look a little bit more uncertain than she usually does, and a little bit more troubled, and she will kind of be quiet for a moment and then take another deep breath and say, but I would like to listen to what they have to say at least, since they know a lot more than we do about it. They've been here a lot longer. But I will make sure that it is not just their decision.
Yes, generally, because of how long we tend to live and just of the way we are, people are only in a position to make choices if they actually make useful choices to the most of the group, to the majority of the group. But that being said, it's not like there are never disagreements between tribes, and I mean, tensions have been higher at the camps, so I definitely think that it's going to be probably fine.
Well,
But then again, with age comes stubbornness. Sometimes I have noticed, because apparently I am comparatively headstrong, which I didn't
she smiles at that.
realize before.
You're not the only one, anyway.
Yeah. And to think that I'm just in my first century, so some of the people who are in their second, third, or older than that, well, you can do the math. Well, shall we get going then?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a good idea.
And off they went.
Transition.
Into the woods.
Into the woods.
Where is, since I know you mentioned it in chat before, where is
The good green.
the good green? Yes. I
Um,
thought we were told a town. I cannot remember.
I mean, we traveled from this area. Oh, nope, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, no. Oh my god, everything is
Panic!
Wait, where's the brew? Okay, there's the. I know that we traveled from like the. Well, we traveled in like this area, I think, when we traveled. But I don't remember if we had any exact. Okay, oh, she's over there apparently. Well, there we go.
Woodwoods.
Woodwoods, yeah. I would say that we do that after we've put out the fire.
Okay, alright.
Because I feel like deciding on where to put out the fire and then putting that out is gonna benefit more people probably.
Yeah.
Than delivering a parcel. Don't get me wrong, it's an important.
I mean,
parcel.
maybe
Make
it's-
sure that we get it. There might be who knows what in there. We should make sure that she gets it because the good green is probably a very helpful presence right now. But I definitely think putting out one of the 3 main fires should
Yeah.
probably take precedence.
Alright, so off we go into the woods.
I just for real though, any D&D group, if one of the obstacles were a disappointed mom or something like that, or parent is ugh. But yeah, we're gonna head. I think the camp was here or something like that. We're gonna go.
Do you want to do anything specific on the way, or should I just speed you up over there?
Do you want to check out your
language.
boxes?
Oh, that's right, boxes in the morning. I forgot about that.
Boxes? I gotta find those actually. Where the hell are they?
The Halloween gift boxes that
Oh.
I never opened.
They're finishing up those at last?
The trick
Finally.
and treats.
I'm not saying that I'm putting them on. I'm just said Rin and Corn talked about opening Rins up in the morning.
Yeah, they're
That's
in-
right, I remember that.
Yeah, they're in the bag of shared holding. I did put in boxes for Ren.
Boxes. Yeah, I'll open the boxes.
Okay, give me a sec.
Box.
Let me know when I can remove them officially from the bag of shared holding.
You can already remove them
Excellent, goodbye.
because I have the item somewhere else, so that's fine.
They are gone.
Okay.
I almost clicked the loot all button. That would have been bad.
Imagine there are some GMs with mods enabled that allow players to just give any monster damage.
Mm-hmm.
Just imagine that.
69.
Just accidentally
What?
killed the dragon.
Emil, give every monster revenge is 69. Mature.
I will just drag them into your inventory.
My inventory?
Yeah? Or do you want that in your inventory, or should I drag that?
Well, the first thing I was going to ask is, Firen, can you still identify items?
Could a Firen ever identify items?
I don't remember. I think.
Yes, why?
Yeah,
Oh.
I think I was able to. Because whatever I unpack, I would like to identify, and then I still don't know if I'm going to use it or not. We're being very careful here. There's like bomb defusal.
I didn't mean
He
to
like
sound
flips
like a
through his
bitch.
book a couple pages. Yes, I have the directions right here.
Okay. What do I?
What do I...
What comes out of the boxes?
Okay. The first thing you open is an amulet. It's a delicate gold chain with blood garnet set in an ornate amulet. The center seems empty, with a small opening which asks to be filled with something. I'll drag that into your inventory. If you want to throw it somewhere else, that is up to you.
I mean, I will let Firen do his identification.
DM, am I actually gonna need to use a pearl? Do I need to have the pearl, or are we still going off the fact that
You
my
do have your
gloves?
magic focus, so
Yeah, I don't know
So
if that was going to be a
it
new.
doesn't use up the pearl, so you can use your magic focus.
I can just use the identify ritual.
Yeah.
I will do.
You would
Don't
do.
consume spell slot. Whatcha?
It's fine.
Well, I'm doing a ritual cast, so it won't take spell slot.
I will send you the info.
The name is great. Very,
Oh man.
very encouraging. I'm gonna pick up.
Oh, this amulet is very heartwarming. Really thought I'd get a giggle out of the DM.
I know you probably didn't hear it, but I was amused.
I mean, I don't know if you sent Leia the same information, but
Nope, I don't know. Yeah, I'm waiting on to hear from you.
But somebody changed the picture, so I have to add it.
I'm sorry.
How dare you make your sheet?
once you attune to this lovely item, you may offer it a bit of your blood, and as long as you are as long as you are alive, within a half mile of it, it pulses with your heartbeat. It's almost like just letting you know that you're still alive, and it is also warm.
Wait, why would I have to be told that I'm still alive?
It seems well, in case you want to give it to someone that you care about, to know that you're alive, and maybe I don't know.
What was
Feeling
the
you're
reach? What was
half
the
a
reach?
mile.
Half a mile. Okay.
Could you put someone else's blood in there and then be able to tell?
Keep track of that?
Yes.
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 I believe.
They would have to attune to it.
Ah, okay. Interesting.
And if the attuned person does die, the amulet becomes super cold. So it's basically just a life sensor.
Interesting.
Fancy one at that.
Corin, do you want to have this?
What are you trying to say, Rin?
That you can. Oh wait, no. Do I know this? No, I do know this. That you can help if someone drops dead. I can't do much when they do. I guess I can ask for your help if I notice someone die within half a mile. But like,
The attuned person has to be the one who's offered blood.
Okay, so whoever offers the blood is the one that has to be attuned to it.
no.
I'm confused.
Wait. From what I understand,
If I have misspoken, I apologize.
No, that's fine.
Off-
I think if the
Offering a bit of blood will attune it to you.
Okay, so the person who
So wait, if I put my blood in there and
It will
I am attuned to it and then I give it to someone else and they will know if I'm alive? What?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. So the person giving the blood is who is attuned to that item.
Okay, so I could
Okay.
still hand it to you afterwards after we
Yes.
go through someone. I do have an attunement slot, I think.
I have
might even
0.
What the
Please
fuck
don't
would I
ask
even
me to
attune
attune to anything.
No, I mean
else.
you wouldn't. The idea was that you could help someone. What am I? I only have one item.
Choose your favorite NPC and ask them to attune to this.
But they have to be within half a mile, so it's...
To be fair, these are new items. We don't have to use them currently.
Oh,
They were
okay, I'll
just-
keep it in mind. What is the
Because
other-
remember, there's one good item and then there's one questionable item from what we understand.
Yes. What is the other thing I
Oh,
find?
the other one is a book. I already identified that for you. It's in your inventory.
Learning?
No, I need to find it in what category? Tools. Nope.
Uh-oh.
Scroll. There we go. That's the one thing that doesn't have a picture. That's how I find it.
I will fill up my tea.
That's the
Sorry,
sound.
I got to the interesting part of the book description. Oh, should I read it for everyone watching because they can technically?
It's up to you. It's
Was
ultimately
that a yes?
up to you.
It was yelled from the distance, but Paige, was that a yes?
She said it's up if you want to.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine with me. Home of Dreams. Do you want to read a bedtime story? This beautiful embossed book is full of gripping short stories. You can read a story from the book over the course of 10 minutes. The underlying nature of each story is unclear, leaving your subconscious mind to slowly process and unpack its deeper meanings over the course of your next long rest. The next time you finish a long rest after reading a story from the book, roll a d20. On a roll of 10 or lower, you take 2d4 psychic damage as your mind is plagued with intense terrors from the story you read, which I had to think of Corin after that, that's why I laughed.
Oh, that's awful.
At a roll of 11 or higher, you gain 2d4 temporary hit points as your mind is filled with joy and courage instead. If you start a story but don't finish reading it, nothing happens the next time you finish a long rest.
That's interesting. I mean, horrifying, because I know how I'll roll. But that's interesting.
It's also not attunement, which is interesting. Because that makes me wonder if we could all do like, if anyone, you know what I mean?
I would be way too concerned with taking the
It's
2d4
2d4 though.
I know.
For you and I feel like that's a bleh. Especially for me with my hit points, but also for you still, I think it's like bleh. Also we can heal that. It's 2d4, like the most it's gonna be is 8, which yeah sucks, but I don't know. Definitely interesting. We don't have to use them or attune to either of them. But interesting. I read it for everyone else.
Okay.
Because I also think that, from what I understood correctly, since this is an attunement, other
Yeah.
people could interact with it.
Yes.
So we have that option. Fun fact. I will say, in character, or well, not in character, but realistically, Corin should probably not. You know, I'm just saying she doesn't need
Thank
more.
you. No, I wholeheartedly agree. I will not be touching the book. After the keeper and all of that, no. Thank you, but no.
Right, but mathematically, technically, you and I could probably use it without having asthma. Although, I mean,
Yeah.
other people's HP isn't horrible, I think. So I'm definitely the biggest HP pool. Where's the party overview? Now there's nothing because I'm on the map.
I think Ruby's right behind us with, I think, one less.
I'm trying to find one where our tokens have been slapped down, but I'm not entirely sure if there is one.
Slap!
Schlep. Now I'm loading a page. Well, anyway. I don't think I'm going to use either of them immediately. I don't know if anyone else has a lot of interest to use any of them immediately.
I have removal of curse prepared for the day.
Right. I'm trying to
Just
figure
in
out if we
case.
want to think of the lifeblood amulet and giving it to someone. Meaning, obviously, it would be best if you had it to know if one of us dies, so that you could know to save them, essentially. But you wouldn't be the one who's
I mean,
attuned to it.
I didn't prepare
You know what I mean?
that spell today, but sure. Don't die today,
That's
guys.
not a standard one you have prepared.
Not right now, no.
What do you mean?
Listen!
Might I make a request that the cleric...
Listen, I have a lot of healing spells prepared. And mass healing... I don't have Revivify! Listen, the best cleric is a cleric that doesn't need Revivify.
That's so arrogant, but I guess you're right.
Oh man.
I mean, maybe I'm asking, maybe the party has a different opinion, but I would love for you to have Revivify.
Do you guys want me to have Revivify and like prepared all the time? Because I can do
I
that.
love that. Yep.
I mean, the one time you don't have it prepared, and I knock somebody.
That will be the time someone dies.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you can live with that, that is my.
Jesus! I mean, listen, okay, fine, I'll have it prepared.
I mean, it might be worth seeing.
I'm just.
It might be worth it just to see how traumatized Corin gets, but you know, you do you.
No, but I'm
How
just
many?
saying, I have the staff. I think Ruby has some healing as well, right?
We do have a shit ton of healing, and I
We
brought...
have a potion. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like we have at least one potion per day, so we have options.
Yes, which is part of the reason why I haven't had Revivify set up, because I literally, any healing spell that is there, I have prepared.
No, my point was because we have so much healing. That's the exact reason why you don't need to prepare one more healing spell.
I know, I just, okay, alright.
No,
Alright.
It's fine. It's good that we noticed now.
I'll
Because I was
next
kind of
time,
banking on it. I was banking on us having a 1-up with like most fights we went into, because I just assumed.
I'll have Revivify next time, okay?
No, that wasn't it. Discord chat is what. But
my Discord doesn't blip because of...
right, streamer mode. Okay, so anyway, getting back to the amulet, if you want to give it to someone or not.
Watching all of this, Aetherian is going to pull out his creepy mask. It's like, oh yeah, I got the thing too. And try to identify it. DM. If it has anything to identify.
Creepy mask. Creepy mask. Zombie mask.
That water walk joke's never going away, is it?
No.
And it's something stream missed because I wasn't streaming back then.
I'm so sad. That was probably my best joke of last year, and it's like.
I hate you guys because of that fucking joke, by the way. Every time you bring it up, I die a little inside. Every time.
I don't think I've brought it up since, but that's mostly because I will never relive the glory of that one time I asked. The one time I was, but aren't you glad that you have a prepared?
You guys suck. God damn it.
What even is? What are distances? Hey, please give me some miles and kilometers. Yay. What is 0.5?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
fuck.
Okay, so that's everything you want to do on your way to the camp?
It's 800.
I mean, how many days is it
Um,
to the camp?
Yes. Because languages. That was another thing that we wanted to do.
4 days to the camp.
4? Okay.
To each?
Yeah, that should be fine.
Okay.
If
If anyone else is interested in learning, we're having 2 days of teaching Primordial and 2 days of teaching Elven. Just in case anyone wants to know or pick either of those up as a downtime thing. I don't know what you guys were learning.
Yes.
I will say, for shits and giggles, but because Corin is curious, Corin will ask Rin.
Uh-huh.
Hold on, I need a minute.
You haven't even... Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. Anyway, while she's thinking, do any of you have like a free attunement slot? I don't know how much you guys have attuned.
I honestly don't know how attunement slots work most of the time.
Okay, if an item needs attunement, you need to attune to it, and you can only have 3 attuned items active.
Okay.
I am not currently attuned to anything.
Okay. I think I'm only attuned to one thing.
Boo!
Exactly.
Yeah, I think I'm only attuned to one thing. Ruby?
Hmm?
How many things are you attuned to?
Excellent question.
Since it's taking us a few days, I'm unpreparing Remove Curse and preparing Revivify. Does everybody feel good about that?
Why is it Remove Curse and not the 18th healing spell that gets you? You know what? You're fine. You're
You
fine.
busted my stones, Druid!
Little bit. You're the cleric. Get Revivify. Got it.
I don't think I have anything
This
attuned,
is,
actually.
yeah.
This is the base sheet. If you
I'm
wanna
changing
search
spells. I'm just gonna change all my spells.
Okay, so I have. I'm no longer a cleric. No, I'm just kidding. So I have one thing attuned. You two have nothing attuned. Ruby is still figuring it out, I think.
Have anything set on that?
FYI, guys, if you have more items attuned later, the tidy sheet, which you can select, has an attunement thing, which shows you how many things you have. If you have
Yeah.
them.
I did see that. What was I doing?
Because that is important. Because if I catch you with 4 items attuned, there will be trouble.
They will implode.
No, that's me.
I mean, that would be very mean, but I would tell you. It depends when I notice that.
I mean, to be fair, I think from what I heard right now, both Granny and Ephirian have 0. I have 1. I think Corin is the only one who has their slots maxed out.
I have
or had
no.
at
I
some
have no
point.
slots whatsoever
Left.
left.
Right,
I
yeah.
said I have no slots whatsoever.
Right. Yeah, but listen, there are also 2 people who have no slots attuned to anything. So you know what I mean? Like,
Oh.
that can be taken.
All my
away.
slots are taken. Is that better?
Yes. Yeah, thank you. And then Ruby?
I think I have 2 slots spoken for, so I have 1 left.
Mm-hmm. From memory, which one of us seems to drop the most frequently?
Me.
Well, you already have all of your slots. You're the one who's supposed to bring people back. God dang it.
Just being helpful. I'm just gonna shut up now.
I think I'm less likely to go unconscious. So I would leave it up to one of you three to pick if you want to do it. So that Corin knows when you go on when you die. I would leave it up to whichever one of you three wants to take it.
I should be fine as long as I can stay away from most battles, as I like to do.
Oh, give it to Ruby. You know how it is. I've got one foot in the grave already.
I mean, that's
You know what? I
honest.
think Rin will actually laugh at that. She will laugh at the joke.
Is that the first time we've ever heard her? I think it's the first time I've heard her laugh.
Maybe. It's like the second time in this campaign, which has apparently been going for 3 years, which is impressive. Okay, so Ruby, are you okay with taking this, or would you rather not give blood to an item?
I can take it if everybody's sure.
Okay, then I'm figuring this out. I now move it to the shared holding one so she can grab it off of that, right?
She moves it to shared holding so that I can take it.
Yeah, sure. That's what it's there for.
Let me... Okay, apparently dragging it is not the thing to do. How do I... Wait, isn't it that I just drag it over?
Yeah.
It's not working.
Or
Does
is
it have to be in the right...
bag of moving things around?
Oh, it's not... Oh.
Mm,
Yes, wait, that's a good point.
I can move it.
Oh, there we go. Okay. I have it moved there, and now I can delete it off my sheet.
You see.
Why? Yeah, I opened the bag of shared holding from instinct, because that's the one bag I've been managing this whole time. Okay, and then but basically the thing is that Ruby is going to use it, but then Corin is going to take it. So really...
Oh, so it's really Corin to Corin.
Do you want to put it in... Well, yeah, I guess. I think, but you have to note down that you are attuned to it, though. Because you're the one who's technically attuned to it.
Alright, I will keep it in my bag as well then.
Yeah, both of you can just... And maybe make a little note of, like, who has it and who it is attuned to.
Just blinded myself.
Don't. Here's my suggestion.
I'm trying to look up something, and I hit Firefox, and all of a sudden it showed up on my screen, and it was white, and I was like...
light mode.
Shouldn't be.
First light mode.
There we go. Oh, it is a concentration spell. You fluffer nutter. Why is every spell I want a concentration spell? It's bullshit.
Because we're a druid and a cleric,
yeah.
and that's our life.
I don't like it.
Well, it is what it is. It'd be that way sometimes.
I don't think I like it. Okay.
Well, again, there are a lot of things.
You're
Corin
getting
doesn't
Death
like.
Ward and you're getting Revivify. Everybody happy now?
Oh my god, she's doing cleric things.
Listen, I have Aid, Lesser Restoration. I have all the boofs. And Aura of Vitality is prepared as well.
Laura Bailey would be proud.
Oh my god.
Fucking good.
Are you telling me you're preparing cleric?
I've prepared Cleric!
Yes.
So much shade today.
I know, right? Jeez. It's okay. You know who I
Y'all
miss?
looking like a willow tree with all that shade you got going on.
Hey. I miss Cello. Anyway. I saw the one-shot characters and I looked in there and I was like, there's Cello. It's so cute. I miss my Cello.
Alright, so now that we figured all of that out, so we're gonna do the 2 days of languages each.
See.
Does anyone else want to do any other downtime?
Oh yes, I remembered my thing.
Oh my. Oh, you were gonna ask me something. Fuck, I forgot about that already.
Oh man. Ooh. During the teaching of Elvin to Corin. Corin will ask Rin. So.
Oh, that one. I remember as well.
How would one say? Something simple. How would one say my flower?
Didn't we already do this?
Did we? I don't remember doing this.
I remember grabbing my book and bringing it over.
Did we really? Am I
Yeah.
brain farting today? Oh my god, my work has literally killed me.
I already had this awkward conversation.
All right.
Yeah, I went and ran. I can give you other words. I went and got my dictionary, my actual Tolkien
See,
Elvish dictionary, and brought
Work
it over.
has literally eaten all of my
That's
brain
fair,
cells.
though. You've had a very long work week. I feel like that's completely understandable. But I do think,
I
if you
forgot
want to come
so
up with something
much.
else to ask her, we can RP that.
No, because I have to come
Instead-
up with something, and my brain is dumb, so I've given up. Officially, I'm out.
You're fine.
No.
I think I sent you like bloom and flower and blossom and stuff like that. I think were the things that
I don't remember this conversation. Yeah, that's me having a massive brain fart.
No, you're fine.
Anyway, let's just.
Just for update, just in case you can't find it in your notes, because I just found it in our conversation.
Yeah, I was gonna say
There you
that
go.
is something that I would have
That's-
written in my notes, and I looked and I didn't see it, which is why
It
I
was
was
in
like,
December though, which is months ago. So it was early December, so it's like 3 months ago. So it's
Language learning, broadening communication, social cameras. Apparently, I wrote important things down, and that was not as important for some reason. Which is weird
Okay.
because I have RP notes.
Didn't you also lose your notes or weren't able to get into them for
Oh
a second
yeah,
for a while
God
there?
damn it. Yeah, that's another thing.
So you noted some stuff down in other areas.
Yeah, and I don't know where the hell I put those. Oh, they're actually, I wrote those down and they're probably gone because they were part of all of the work from home stuff.
That might be it.
Yep. So that's somewhere in this pile of work from home crap.
We're all doing 2 days of Elven and 2 days of Primordial.
You can, if you want to do something else, learn from someone else, or do something else, you can do that as well.
No, he's definitely interested in learning.
Meaning you can learn other stuff from the others. That's just what Rin and Corin have been doing and are like trying to keep up. And I think Ruby also helped with the Primordial, like teaching the Primordial. Oh, and I guess Granny would also probably know. This is just fucking everyone knows Primordial in this group.
Primordial party.
Hey. But yeah, that was what we were gonna do for downtime. Him.
If it's possible, but I think since Rin and Corin are busy, I don't think that they can teach us survival skills at all.
No,
Yeah,
no.
but I wanted to double check.
Has to be something you can do on the way, and they're already teaching each other.
That's what I thought. But I wanted to check. It was like, didn't get any of that in. Anyway. I am officially attuning to this battle cloak that was given to me ages ago. So, good morning.
Jeez, yeah, oh my god, that was forever ago. Oh man, we're all remembering things today.
I will say my mood and brain are more here today, so I've been going through my notes more and I've been more.
I'm so out of it just constantly. Hey, you want to
Yeah.
know about PTO time? I'll teach you all about that. You
That's
want to know
not
how to do other things? No fucking clue.
But it's understandable. That's what you need to know and do right now to survive.
Yeah, tax season's not great. Let me put it that way. Once December hits and all the way through March, probably into April, it's gonna still be as ugly.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Hey guys.
Do we want to leave that for after the game? Because we are also, I assume,
Yes.
still alive.
No, we're still live, but you know, it's not
Okay.
like it's not like I'm giving away specific information about clients.
Right. I'm
Everybody
just
knows
saying,
what
just in
PTO
case,
time is.
because you know, you've been through a lot and you've been very tired, and I don't want you to like accidentally slip up.
Nope.
That
I'm,
would be-
I'm paying attention to that. I always pay attention because it helps that there's a blue light on my mic or my camera that indicates, hey, you're also live too, so don't do anything stupid.
But we are doing also. We're also D&D.
It's Durandur. Nobody wants to know about real life. It's Durandur.
No. After or before. We also always have our time before.
I mean, yes, I'll do a just chatting thing where I'll teach everyone about PTO. Y'all want to learn about taxes?
Honestly, if it gets it out of your mind, do it.
No. I will have no followers.
Somewhere.
I'll have 0 followers.
I beg to disagree. I think anyone would love to learn how some taxes work. It's like, hey, here's a quick breakdown of someone who works in payroll, how taxes work. Someone would be just like, yes.
How to fill out a W-4.
We can do a live
Seriously,
show where
though.
you walk me through my own taxes.
That's a horrible idea. Big veil.
You don't want
All
that.
right. D&D.
D&D.
I'm sure there won't be any problems with sharing that information publicly
To D&D.
online. Seems
That's-
fine.
Nope.
And how
Don't
much
start
did you-
listing off any numbers.
Anyway, yes. All right, back to D&D. Sorry, we got distracted.
Yes.
Those are the worst numbers to share with people.
There, and it takes 4 days.
And I've learned some more Elven.
Primordial. Yes, I understand a third of what you're saying.
How does one say, I hate this horse?
Oh, I can teach you that one.
Excellent.
I mean, I think we already went over insults, but I can give you some more colorful insults if you'd like.
How does one say, get off my lawn, children?
Get off
No.
my property.
Teach me the grandma ways. Anyway, sorry.
You guys want to arrive at camp?
Yes, please. Ooh.
Weird.
I wonder what's changed.
Everyone's dead.
Oh my god, that would be fucked.
I mean, I was moved there and then was thrown out again. No.
It's thinking very hard for me for some reason.
Yeah, because it has to reload because no fucking RP.
What?
What was that?
Excuse me?
Because it's a new IP, it doesn't
Oh.
realize the same map.
I understood RP.
So
I
did
thought you
I!
were giving us the fault for RPing earlier.
No.
She would never know. I know that for a fact, but at the same time, it really did sound like RP. So I was like,
What?
hmm?
I must have missed it.
I love RP. It's great.
Okay. Hey, our camp is still there. I know it isn't, but the trees I drew.
It said, I can destroy your camp, but then I would
No. I mean, I would probably ask if we are allowed to before we do it, and not just get in and just set up like, yep, we're allowed to be here.
Yeah, you are allowed in.
Let me
Corin
in.
or Rin? Let's see. Where's his phone? I think how much
Things are being looked up.
Nah.
Uh-oh.
Corin, you would notice that the. I won't talk to you. I won't talk to you.
Wait, what is she noticing that I'm not noticing?
You don't
You
know.
Get some empathy, Rin.
I have 17 insight. Just-
I have
That's not
23.
Side.
Mhm. Empathy. Bah. Feelings.
I made this character for that skill because I really like that
Feelings.
skill.
If your character is good with feelings, why is she always depressed?
Because that's how it works.
Because she's good with feelings.
That's
Oh, God.
what it is.
I'll be an idiot
My
and like
brain is
live in
never
bliss.
correct.
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's like they
Did
say, you know, the dumber you are, the like happier you are. So it's real. I don't know how
Did
you're
you
feeling
say
it out.
a Theron caught something? Oh, I'm.
No, Corin. You're right.
God damn those
Other Rin.
names that end
One
in.
of 3 Rins.
Yeah, Rin
Rin.
and Firin and Corin are really just a line of bad.
Should have named my character Ellen.
Oh no! Oh my god! Please, God.
Rin, Afirin, Corin.
I'm actually gonna read this out loud, but to stream, not to you
Stream.
guys. Yep.
Oh, that's bad because I can't remember words, so I'm describing roughly what you should not read that out to stream. Well, you can judge for yourself how much quality is.
You know I'm gonna read it out loud anyway.
You know what my favorite thing is? Whenever I write a comment on stream, sometimes you switch like the to or off that I've put in there. Like if I've written it in passive, sometimes you won't read it in active, and I'll be like, "That's, you know what, Colson."
That's the thing when you stream. It's like I'm trying to pay attention to what's happening, and then because when I'm panicked in the middle of a game and I look over at chat, I'm like, ah!
No, you're fine. But sometimes I sit there and I'm like, wait, that's not what I meant. I'm sorry. I should have like written it more clearly.
Nothing will ever beat Paige's thing. I had to read it 4 times.
Oh,
The people's thing,
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Oh.
It's understandable with everything that's going on in stream, but I just sometimes you read things. I'm like, wait, that's not what I said. No.
All right, I'm gonna deafen myself real quick. Okay, so hello stream. I'm gonna read this DM note out loud. We've just arrived back at this camp. So anyway, your group gets a few looks from the guards. Lots of dots. I can't remember the word. It's not quite pitying. Oh, it's them. They haven't. Oh no. Sorry, I read ahead. Your group gets a few looks from the guards. I can't remember the words. It's not quite pitying. Probably remorse. I don't know. It's them. They haven't heard the bad news yet, and I'm glad I don't have to break the news. Looks. Oh no.
Respect it more if you explain it. Not entirely sure.
Oh no.
I can certainly do my best.
All right. I would also say maybe leave it up to you because I don't know how much you or her are comfortable sharing with them. How much information?
I think I just need to tell them that I have a potion, which I was guided to make, which will put out the fires in one of the areas, and make it as it was before the fire touched it.
That's a fairly big claim just by itself. They might need a little more reassurance as to what it is or it does, or where it came from. I'm not entirely sure how much you are. Again, how much you're comfortable with sharing. They will probably be delighted to hear it. I'm not totally sure if they're going to trust it.
I mean, it's up to them if they're going to trust it or not.
Fair.
It's not going to stop me from putting out the fire.
Fair.
I will say Corin gets very pale very quickly.
I don't know. I mean, what bad thing could happen from them not trusting?
Yes, the best question. What could possibly go?
Worst case, they laugh and walk away,
All right. Well,
and then we choose on our own.
And if they do, they're dumb.
you wanna?
Well, I don't know about dumb. I can understand questioning something, but it would be sad not to get their opinions on.
I know that was impulsive of me. I'm sorry. If they don't believe you, like gesturing to Ruby, it's like they're just silly, really.
I've been wrong before. Shrugs.
I've gone over the science with you during our watch. It makes perfect sense.
Yes, Afirin, that's not always how. Pure logic isn't always going to appeal to everyone. Not to mention that sometimes you might believe something, but that doesn't mean that somebody else does. It'll be fine. I'm sure with me also vouching for it, it'll be fine.
Literally going to like shrug and just very blandly, it's like, that's their loss, not ours.
All right. I think.
Bath.
This was this was
Before we go in, Corn will kind of stop everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I would prepare for a moment mentally, all of you, some of you, maybe not Rin so much. We're going to receive terrible news.
What?
Maybe you can't tell from the looks on their faces, but I think what I feared has come to pass.
Ruby is going to look around at the faces, see if she can see what Corin is seeing.
You can roll me empathy.
I think I'll just trust Corin and nod, but not like say anything either way.
It's not there. That's, That's mine.
They're just doing they're on watch. They're watchful, very guarding, watchful guard hunters.
Yep. Ruby will look back at Corn with concern and confusion. But I won't say or do anything else.
I will not. I'm trying to find her actual. I think it's the captain, right? The. I know that her name is Stellaris, but I think it was Captain Stellaris. Question mark. I think that was her title.
She's the ranger captain here.
Yes. I think I will like nod at her just as a, like, whenever you're ready. We would like to talk to you, but I wouldn't interrupt her talking to who I think is the druid, if I remember correctly.
She will actually wave you over.
Okay. Captain?
You're saying that you heard like captain?
It'll just be like a nod because she's with me over. I assume she has something to say, so I won't. That's just a hello. I assume she's gonna start the conversation.
Yeah. I see you've come back, mostly in one piece. She looks over the group.
Yes, the others are back where we've set up camp, and we were successful in what we set out to do. Though, my companion pointed out that you have news for us. Or might have news for us.
I have a lot of news for you. If you wouldn't mind, Rin, step inside.
I've been called to the principal's office. Yes, I will. Oh, wait.
No, it's fine.
You know I was joking before session, right? I mean, DM?
Inside, there's nobody else there. The tent inside is very simple. There's just a table with maps, and there's also an orb floating in the center. Yeah, currently it's just dark.
And it was just Rin who went in.
Yes.
Who was asked in.
I mean, you can force yourself in.
No. She wouldn't.
She very much only asked to come inside. She will give you pretty much the news from the front. Pretty matter-of-factly that currently the main front, it's mostly back and forth as per usual. However, since fighting the Ashenborn destroys the forest, they're literally losing ground. And also the fires in general have increased in strength since the ritual. You know, the one ritual with the beam, and you we decided not to fight the Ashenborn when they came back. But
after the ritual when they followed us, the group that we.
Yeah. She will also inform you, however, that the Ashenborn attacked, or it's not exactly attacked. They took over multiple ruins to do a similar ritual, and they couldn't disrupt all of the rituals themselves. So you shouldn't feel bad about that. It's probably not just that one failure that increased the fires. Furthermore, their communication has been disrupted in general. Currently, they only get news per bird, which kind of slows everything down, and they're not up to date on information. Which is why they think another patron might be involved. That is very not Ashen Wolfy to be able to destroy or disrupt their communication devices. She will tell you that one of the strike leaders was wounded, which is why they're not sure who will be asked to step forward, because the second in command has been taken out completely. And there have been more targeted attacks against leaders or people that would know more. Also, abductions have been taking place. There were a few threats, and people held as collateral, so they had to kind of switch positions at times. But currently they can manage to rescue people or rearrange quickly enough that they don't lose too much ground. The abductions themselves, they have been very clumsy in their approach. So more people are actually being injured than captured. They haven't figured out yet how the Ashenborn gather information. They have an idea that there might be a traitor involved, but your group's name has been cleared pretty much. And after this, everything she told you is pretty matter-of-factly. You do notice that it moves her at times, especially the losses, and thinking about how many people they have lost so far. But she is a captain. She's used to that. However, she moves to another topic, and will give you part of a report, which you have access to now. It's in notes you found, Gather for Flame, and then excerpt of the Captive Hunter report. And she will tell you that she's sorry that they couldn't do anything. And yeah, if you need any more information, she will be around. Or, well, the druid as well. One or the other.
Rin will read it and nod. Like, in general, during this whole, like, all of the reports, she has obviously also been... I don't know if troubled is the right word, but, solemn, I guess, about some of the news, but, she will just nod. And say that, I will hand this over to our group. Well, thank you for passing this on to us, and we have something that I think might aid us greatly. However, this item is not, well, where it is used is not up to me, it's up to my companion Ruby. We set out, what we did while we were gone is to gather something that can help us, or gather pieces of something that can help us, and we've put it together. Would you allow her to come inside so that she can explain?
I will step up with you.
I will nod. And as we step out, I will say, we should clear this first before I will talk about what happened with my group when I return to our camp.
I understand.
And then I will look at Ruby and say, "Your turn."
Ruby will take a step forward. And she will pull out the flask, and say, this is something that we worked together to bring together. I was told by someone who also cares to end these forest fires that if we put these ingredients together into this flask, that if I pour it out at the edge of one of the forest fires, one of the big areas of fires, that it would return that area back to how it was before the fire touched it. And what I would like to know is what area you think would be the best for that. Since we haven't seen as much of the fires as you and your people have, and haven't worked with them, we're not sure exactly what would be the most important area to put out and put back.
She will advise to go for the big area because then you can synchronize it with the forces that are there. Those are the forces that take most of the heat currently. It's the biggest fire. There is the strongest Ashenborn are there, aside from the main leaders. Otherwise, it could also be used as a distraction, though she would say you should use it with their main forces.
I think it's not meant to be a distraction. I think it is meant to be an aid to the end of the battle. So if the most damage is being done in this bigger fire, and it would aid you the most in finishing this fight by having that returned the way it was, then I think that might be a good idea. Putting out the biggest fire seems like the best idea to me. Well, she'll kind of look at Rin as well. Like, am I missing something?
No, Rin will nod and say, there have been some other complications, but and then she'll look at the captain. Is there anything that we can help with in that regard right now? What you've just told me.
There are a few tasks that you could take on. However, I would ask you to think and share with you what I've told you. And in the next morning after, I will review everything. If you want to head out again, if you're certain, then I can give you a few tasks.
Rin will nod and say, I think that with what we have and what this can do, waiting too long would be, well, really just a detriment to us, but we should definitely take, and you should most certainly take the time to consider everything. And I also, well, we're going to need some time to work through the news.
As you should. She will look at both of you. This magic of yours, how certain are you that it's going to work? The fires are filled with the power of the elemental plane. No small magic will work against it.
It is not a small magic. It is pulled together with the elements of the fire plane itself and of the Feywild and of a being that has been in these forests for longer than some humans can remember.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh. I just because you said humans, then technically almost no one here is human. I'm sorry, and I know that's.
Corin did
She
it.
was using.
No, I'm aware. But I was thinking, elf years. But yes, I continue.
She did that on purpose
Right.
because elves would potentially be able to remember.
Yeah.
She was thinking in human years. And it was put together by someone whose understanding of magic I trust.
If you wouldn't mind, before I bring this to the other captains, it would be good or preferred if our druids had a look at it.
I believe that should be fine for them to look at it. But I have to be the one to, or else it won't work.
You don't have to worry. There are many ways to analyze a magic item or a spell without using it.
I figured.
I'm sure that if you want to stay with the item as well, they will allow it.
She will not. If you don't have any other questions, we'll go back to planning.
Shall we do the identification now then, before me and my companions return to our camp site?
It will probably take a while if the magic is as strong as you describe it.
Well, by a while, are we talking about minutes or hours?
Probably, and she will look at her druid friend 1 to 2 hours, and he nods like, yeah.
We should do this first. We should identify. You should have a look at it first. Ruby, Ruby, do you want to stick with the item, or are you okay to leave it here?
I think I'd rather stay with it.
Mm-hmm. Then we should do this first. Do you want me to stay, or can I? Is it alright if I return to our campsite?
Whatever is preferred, but I thought you had something you wanted to tell us.
Yes, but I think we should do that. For right now, you should focus on staying with the item, and we should do that beforehand.
Okay. Paige is like, I want to know what the nickname. Okay.
Listen, Rin is making this choice with Ruby's character in mind. We're doing the identification first.
I will say this entire time, like figuring out that they want to do the identification first, Corin just grimaces in the corner. Just grimaces.
I mean, listen. Brim car outside. Anyway, yeah, I will, So if Ruby is staying here with it, honestly, Rin might tell the others beforehand, before she tells Ruby, before Ruby returns. But Rin will definitely go back to camp for now. I don't know,
Corin
if the others follow her. Or
yeah,
stay
she
with
will,
Ruby
but
and not
Corin's
return.
gonna pat Ruby on the shoulder and then go back to camp. With her dog.
Smiles and nods and waves. And then turns back to the captain, looking ready to go wherever she's told.
Okay. She will bring you to this druid, and then grab the other druid, and your other druid.
All the druids and
So
the
many
druids.
druids.
have a druid.
Throws it at Ruby here. Have
Have a
Yeet.
druid.
I was told you wanted to look at this.
There's birds that move.
yes.
Yes, Kate.
I'm an idiot.
I just added them, Kate. I just added them.
It's okay.
I noticed the giant swarm I summoned first and was like, maybe a fewer birds.
I didn't even notice. Oh my god.
I just added them a moment ago.
Oh, good. Okay, I'm not that stupid. Thank God.
You're good. It's fine. Yeah, they will take around 1.5 hours to analyze it. And they will exchange some. Does Ruby speak Elvish? I don't think so.
No, I'm pretty sure she does not. Nope.
They will have exchanges here and there in Elvish, so you have no idea what they're talking about. They seem curious. At some point, they have an moment that you can read pretty easily. And Aimer will ask you, so which patron is this tied to?
Wasn't told whether I should say that.
It's the Countess.
I mean, I don't think Ruby can really prevent a look of confirmation. She's not one to hide her expressions. So, she'll kind of have a pained expression of like, I don't know if I can say yes or no to that.
Let me ask this question differently. Is it the Ice Queen?
She'll look very confused at that expression.
They just nod each other like, yeah. He will explain to you that there are only a few archfey or creatures with a fey essence out there that have that kind of winter in them, that ancient frost that belongs to that. So it's pretty easily to tell who helped or who created this.
Okay.
Yeah, but as long as it's not the Ice Queen, it's fine. Mostly, though you should... Well, they will tell the captain, so you don't have to tell.
That was not the name I was given. For sure.
Yeah, they're different people. You would know if you had met the Ice Queen.
Okay.
Would know. But they will give all of that. And you're released.
Okay.
I don't know if Rin is going to do anything with the
Yes, in the meanwhile, she would probably tell the others but not read the excerpt yet to them. But she would inform the rest of the group that the captain gave me a report, or part of a report, from a hunter that was freed by Dahlia. And from what he could tell, she has been killed.
I'm sorry, could you... Dahlia. Our Dahlia.
Yes. Keep in mind that her body has not been found or retrieved, but from what they could see, she was thrown into off a cliff into a lake of lava. I can read you the report if you would like me to, but I would wait for Ruby to return until I do that.
Fearon's just gonna, like, go and sit over in a corner by himself.
That's what you were able to tell Corin, wasn't it? From everyone's looks.
Corin is standing there with her jaw clenching and unclenching constantly at this point, and then will just nod. I would like the report to be read, but I'm willing to wait for Ruby's return.
Yeah. I figured that it would be best if she gets to deal with the Flask and the business before I share the news.
What else?
And then eventually, Ruby comes back. An hour and a half later. As my cat immediately wants attention, baby. No, not right now. I'm sorry. This is important. Do you want me to read the excerpt? It's
The whole report.
I'll just do. It's fine.
Is this there or not?
Yes, now that Ruby is there, she will. Well, the first thing she says, I've been given an excerpt of a report that the captive hunter gave, the one that Dahlia was sent to free.
Afirin is going to walk over and stand next to Ruby, put his hand on her calf.
Her ears will go back, will lower, because she can. I think she can already feel that this is bad.
I do have. I mean, there is one point. It does say red tiefling, and I'm.
Oh fuck no! I'm dumb.
Yeah, I figured it was supposed to say blue or gray or whatever it was. Whatever. I assume it was supposed to say blue. Or gray. Which one was it? One of the two. It works. Gray. I can just admit that. After days of imprisonment, I was let out by a gray tiefling. When I told her about the Noon crystal and how important it was, she decided to help me. I didn't feel any animosity from her, but kept my guard up in case this was a trick. I can't tell who of us caught the guard's attention or if the crystal was attached to something else. When we took it, Askraval spotted and attacked us. The tiefling threw her back with the crystal inside at me and told me to get a head start. I helped from afar as long as I could before the Ashenborn turned towards me. I decided getting the crystal back and keeping it out of their hands was most important. When I looked back, I saw the tiefling bloodied and beaten, one horn broken, but still fighting against Askraval, taunting him loudly until he threw her off the cliff into the lava below. I watched from the tree line for a while for any sign of life, but couldn't see any. I turned back before nightfall and alerted the closest hunters to my presence. I hereby request finding her closest loved ones so that, in lack of a body, her family can find some sort of closure with the items that are left. It was an honorable sacrifice. Neither our offense or defense, in my opinion at least, is worth anything if it falls because we didn't have some extra magic items. If you want to take your companions' possessions, you can find them with the quartermaster. Otherwise, we will do our best to find her closest kin. That last part was added by the captain for us.
When you read off that she was thrown off the cliff into the lava, Ruby will give a quiet, no. And will fold in on herself somewhat. But will listen quietly otherwise.
Was she known to have any patrons or patrons that we know of?
She did. She had a horrible relationship with one and a somewhat better one with the other, from what I remember. But her relationship with her mother was very poor. And other than that, she kept so much close to her chest and never told us. Or if she did, it was frequently a lie. So I don't think we have a way to tell if there was someone else that should hear about this outside of our
mean-
group and the people we know.
In that sense, we were her close, aren't we? You more than I, of course.
I will hand the excerpt to Corin because she'll probably want to read it.
It is an Elvish.
Right, I know the common. Oh, that's right. Well, the last part wasn't common, but yeah.
Everybody has access to them now.
Corin will almost crush it in her hand.
Mhm.
And at this point, we'll just walk into the forest. Just out. Gone.
Granny, could I ask you to
Yeet,
help
my-
Ruby? I think that wasn't, of course, in the distance. Rin will turn into a wolf and just follow Corin, but like with distance. Just keep a distance, but keep an eye on her.
Does Granny do anything?
Granny will sit with Ruby quietly.
I think if she sits next to her, Ruby will turn and like lean her face into her shoulder and cry softly.
Farron is not leaving Ruby's side either.
Granny will wrap an arm around Ruby then.
Ruby will hug back very tightly. And at some point, she will also turn to Ephron and give him a hug as well.
What is Corin doing?
I think Corin ends up just walking for a while.
Mhm.
And then after a point in time, just stops dead in her tracks. And will kind of stare at her hands. And then just clench them into fists. And I don't know how close Rin is, but there is mumbling of essentially not again. And I think at some point just punches a tree.
Mm-hmm. She would be probably close enough that like she could be in running distance to run over if something goes wrong. So that would be what, 50, 40 feet. Like she's not far away. She's also not hiding, so you would. I don't know how distracted you are. Also, to be fair.
Oh, I think
but-
Corin's just so in her own head right now that
Yeah. But she would be fairly close just because everything's a little tense in this area, or was beforehand as well. Um, after, what does she do after punching the tree?
I think she just ends up leaning against it, sliding down, and just sitting against the tree. She just kind of... She doesn't say anything to Sombra. She doesn't do anything. She just... Actually, let me think. No, I think she just kind of sits there and then doesn't really do anything, doesn't say anything, just sits there quietly. Obviously with a grimace on her face still, an angry grimace, but yeah.
I think at some point, Rin would probably walk, quote unquote, out of the woods as herself and just sit down next to her. Not really say anything, just like sit there.
I'm making notes, don't mind me.
I wasn't sure if you were typing to someone or...
No, I'm making emotional notes.
Once... Well, I don't know what time of day it currently is. Table. Tell me. Oh, it's noon. I think in that case, since they don't have to return immediately for nightfall, Rin would probably wait just for Corin to decide to say or do something, even if it's just walking back.
I have not thought that far ahead yet.
I mean, it's noon, so you have some time.
Excellent,
in-game as well.
excellent.
If I will say this, if it gets to the point where we sit there long enough for it to turn dark, eventually Rin will say that we should return to camp. But I don't know if we get there because I'm not entirely sure what an emotional journey you're going through. Also for context, because I don't know if we ever talked about this, should anyone be watching the VODs or anything like that, Dahlia was Rachel's previous character.
Yeah.
And
So it was
for a long time.
yes, she was
Yep.
she was a previous party member.
For a long time.
Caused a little bit of trouble, but she was also, you know, like the entertaining rogue.
And now sorely missed. Damn it.
Well, to be fair, the camera might... The next episode starts, camera zooms around, she's found a hole in the side of the cliff that she... We don't know.
She is a wow, why can't I think of the word? Demon
Tiefling.
folk.
Rogue.
Tiefling, thank you.
Tiefling.
So fire resistant, though maybe not lava.
I don't what...
I don't think anyone was lava resistant.
Some damage, and that is without the fall damage because we're
Yeah, but
Um,
maybe a patron. We don't.
just all
That's fair. Oh, she did have 2 patrons, and one of them was an asshole, so
But
Don't know, but it's
Yeah.
pretty like Ruby, who is normally very optimistic
Mhm.
about these kinds, is not.
Out of character, we don't know. In character, we're assuming that was that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's just for context because I realized since we started live streaming, Dahlia was never really talked about or explained, I think, or brought up like directly. So yeah, she was our rogue.
Okay. Anything else you want to do?
Wallow? No.
basically,
Okay.
Fearon's gonna give a sappy speech, but I don't think Alex can actually go through it.
Love.
Don't just say
When does Corin decide that we or to do or say something?
I think after probably a couple hours, she'll eventually stand up and head back. But she doesn't say anything. She just goes.
Yeah. Then I will probably just follow back as a wolf again now that we're traveling. And then turn back when we're back in camp.
Jesus Christmas.
And at that point, probably since a few hours have passed, it's probably like evening or something. I think Rin would say there are some things that we need to decide or need to discuss, but we can leave that for the morning if you guys would prefer.
I made the table go dark.
Ruby's not really able to.
Yeah, but since no one's responding, Rin will just nod and we'll say, I think we will leave it to tomorrow. Or leave it for tomorrow. I think Rin's just going to start and prepare a meal that is more like a comfort food. And that's not very heavy because there might also be people who, or because there are people who don't like to eat a lot or don't like to eat, I don't know, like super elaborate stuff when they're sad, when it's literally just to eat. Like it's just nourishment, so she'll probably keep, like with Granny's help, we'll make something that's like simple. Good to warm everyone up, but like, sorry. Like you know those like comfort meals that your parents would sometimes, that like typical are to parents that like, I don't know. I think an American version is like mac and cheese is like a comfort food or something like that.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Carbs and dairy, just
Two things that are terrible for me. Woo!
right?
I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if anyone in the camp has some cheese, but she might actually ask for it if someone has some.
Get some cheese. They will give you all the cheese.
Yeah, they're like, oh god, feelings, you have cheese.
We don't know what those are. Take these.
We fear those. Em will offer up some of the lemon cake. Oh no, orange cake. It was orange cake.
Yeah, and then we'll just make like something like simple comfort. You know, not healthy for you, but good food. I guess that's the best way to put it. Maybe like some bread rolls that are laced
all
with
carbs.
cheese.
So
Yeah,
much
like
carb.
bread that has cheese in it and cheese over it. So just this.
I hate that you guys are making this food because it sounds so good.
Number 2.
Just the most melty cheese.
It's like after this last 2 weeks, this is food that I want.
I mean,
Yeah, poor Kate needs comfort.
yeah.
Oh, chocolate.
Oh, don't.
I need root.
I caved and had
There
soda
you
this
go.
week, so.
There you go.
Hey, fun fact, Americans, I've never had mac and cheese because it's not a German food, really.
Oh my god.
Look at that picture. Look at that gif.
It's mean. It's a real mean
Oh,
gift.
my mom makes it
Well, I
with
know-
V8.
Is
I
it
know
with-
what we're
it's
going
with-
to make you have when you come visit?
I know that it's obviously they're like fake cheese versions of it, but
Yeah,
the actual mac and cheese is with cheddar, right?
You can make it with 3 different types of
Generally.
cheeses.
Cheddar sauce, yeah.
Yes, multiple cheeses sometimes.
Yes.
That's very nice.
But yeah, that's
I want mac and cheese now. Damn it.
something comforting is what Rin will cook.
Yeah, you can do that. That is very easy for you, especially if you do together.
Yeah, just we're not trying anything new here. We're just trying to make everyone not feel or help them work through their feelings by eating them away. Is essentially the
Me in real life.
This is my idea of feeling solving. Did I or did I not get a donut at the end of my day today?
Oh,
I sure
man.
did.
Oh, I had that donut too.
Also, I don't know if Corin has Corin been petting or paying attention to Sombra as well?
I feel like she's feeding Sombra more than she's actually feeding herself at this point.
Please don't feed your dog cheese. That's not what I meant.
No, I mean, I feel
That
like
will make our night very sad.
You want to tell you that party loss up to 2?
no, Corin would be feeding her the sausages that she has, but
I'm sorry.
she
continue.
would. No, Sombra would be getting sausages, but she would probably be feeding Sombra more sausages than usual. But she doesn't really eat a lot of what's given to her.
Right. Okay.
Double the
As long as she's
sausages.
showing in her own anger to also work with Sombra. I don't think. Is Sombra eating all of the sausages that she's getting?
Yeah, but she's reluctant at times, looking at Corin and definitely asking Corin if Dahlia is not coming back.
Oh god. Oh. God. Oh my god. Ah. That's the worst part. How was that the worst part?
Because she has to say it out loud.
Yeah.
Because it's like explaining it to a child.
I feel like if she's asked that and she's just there's a good probably 10 or 15 seconds of just quiet before Corin does answer and say, I don't think she's ever coming back.
Does it mean she helps Cerberus now?
Oh god. I hope so.
So we still can have her date.
My fucking god. I'm laughing, but Corin, I feel like anything that just damn it! How does Corin react to this shit?
I love that the dog has a better, like, deals with death better than you do, like, than Corin does.
I feel like Corin just nods. Me, I'm dying over here. But I think Corin has the complete opposite reaction and just nods quietly. Oh my god. I was not expecting that question. Or that response, honestly. Oh man. Oh my god. Oh shit. I'm sorry, that's funny as hell.
Is anybody going to grab Dahlia's items?
Yes. Rin will, after everyone has been fed. Oh.
Uh-oh.
Sorry, I've been working on this a little bit.
Yeah. Do you want to read it, or do you want one of us? Oh,
No,
do you want
I really
one of us? Okay.
This is all for you to read on your own.
Wait, what? What?
In
I'm trying-
Discord, he has posted a Fearon's speech.
Eulogy, so to speak.
Eulogy, yeah.
Why is Alex crying so much? This is silly.
No, it's a sad moment. I mean, again, it's also.
Do you want me to read it out loud for the stream? No, I don't have to do
No,
that.
I was thinking you might want to post it in the chat in the.
No, all right, I'll do this. After the crew reconvenes, a Farron will speak up and simply say, "Ignore me if you like, because I barely knew the lady. But something I do know is that life and death are two sides of one world that we can barely grasp. All of the knowledge in the world barely gives us a glimmer into the truths of this dynamic. But I am glad, in all of her sarcasm and troublemaking, that she went out saving another soul. And that alone makes her the kind of hero I hope we can all be. So, let us go and live and win and beat this foe." And gives a very Dahlia-inspired grin. "Raise some hell."
Rin will smile and nod and then like lift up her water skin as if, people say like, what is it you guys say in English? Cheers in English, I guess.
Ruby will also
Skull.
smile through her tears and nod because she's not going to try and speak.
A DM note: if you got Dahlia's items before, you would have very expensive wine that you could drink at this moment.
I don't know if this, while getting them
As
afterwards.
we should. As I think Dahlia would think we should.
I'm getting
If we're
the
going
items
to-
after everyone has been given their food, yeah. Where can I find them? Am I blind?
And where can she get the items?
You have access to it now, right? The quartermaster will also inform you that he did repair a messaging crystal and will hand that.
Oh, that's right. I will thank him and put it away for now. I will give it to I will give it to Auntie M when I get back. Sorry, I'm trying to figure where are her items? I'm not finding them.
In loot.
In loot.
Jeez, okay, that's at the very bottom under the test characters.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
found it.
I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I
loot.
just. Oh boy. Okay. Yep. That's something we're gonna sort through. Not today.
For nothing.
Definitely not today. Yeah. But yeah, she will return, among other things, with a bottle of vodka and high-quality wine, apparently.
Jesus.
I mean, and a shit ton of other things. Like, she has her, a good chunk of her stuff.
Where is the... Am I...
Under
Yeah,
the
I
boot.
can't find it.
I can give everybody access. I only gave Leia access. for
Oh,
now,
okay. Alright.
I mean, I think I am taking back the bag of shit holding soon anyway, so I can
Excellent.
work with it, but,
No, I think.
yeah, it's, sorry, if it's
Oh, there
under,
it
like,
is.
where the part, it's at the very bottom of the list, you're gonna have to. Also, there are no icons here, and I'm sad. It's the most depressing sheet I've ever looked at. Sorry.
Not one of my finer skills.
It does take some minute. Like, you do have to always keep it in mind, but yeah. I also love that half of these you can't see the description because of the way the sheet with dark mode does. Sometimes it doesn't overlap. But that's we can sort through that later, guys. It's not
Oh, God.
Do you guys want another step at the heart, or are you good for today?
No, I wanted...
No,
you
keep
might as well
going.
keep it coming. Keep them coming.
keep going.
Rin,
What more you got?
as you got the crystal from the quartermaster, you do notice that it has a slight glow to it.
Oh no.
It has
So-
a
Oh
message.
god.
Check if there's
No.
any message.
Wait, what? What?
Is it under?
Oh my God, where?
Okay. I will read it to you guys. Message from RPG sent on Swords Day, 6th of Thesa. You know what? No, Rachel, you read this. It's your message.
Yeah, no, okay.
Yes!
Rachel,
Dahlia
it's your
back!
message. You read it.
Ah, shit.
Also, get closer
Alright.
to the microphone, your microphone,
No,
or
she's
whichever
gotta-
microphone she's using. Whichever one you're using.
I'm
get-
so
turn it on
excited
or
for
get
this.
close,
I'm
push
so
to
excited
talk.
for Dahlia to come back one last time.
You short-circuited my brain completely. Oh, there it is. All right. Well, kiddos, it seems like this is the end of the road. Try not to cry yourself to sleep or anything. No one likes a mopey adventurer. Rin, this is not an acceptable excuse to declare all fun a deadly waste. Look after Ruby. She is the key to everything. Dahlia. P.S. Corin, get it in already! No one lives forever. P.P.S. Efirin, stay short, my man.
That's it. That's the message.
She always thought it really upset me that I was short, and I just know it's a fact of nature.
I don't think she thought it was upsetting. I think it was just something she liked to say. Just for you.
Yeah.
Get it in already. No one lives forever.
Rin will give Ruby another look and like have a expression on her face, but then she'll just whatever. Then she'll lose it again. Say, well, we should rest for now, and then in the morning we can figure out what to do with her stuff and figure out what we want to or need to do next.
I can take 2 watches if you'd like.
I think it would be best if everybody was all rested.
Oh, I have some of my killer tiramisu, so I'll be just fine.
If you guys want to just sleep through, we are in the camp, and Em and I can take over the rest for our specific group. So you can just focus on whatever you need to during the night.
I would prefer to take my normal watch.
All right.
Ruby will look up at Rin and will just say, thank you, and will make her way to her bedroll and curl up on a blanket.
Oh, I realized I hadn't clicked my token up until now, so for me, the most of the map was still lit. I'll...
Okay. I think this is where we end the session.
Jesus.
Some nice RP at the beginning for hours. And I was just sitting here like,
It's been a while since
Tell
we've
the
had
truth, you're sitting
travel
there like,
RP.
when do I get to stab them with the feels dagger?
no.
I knew immediately what was happening once I felt the role or the passive empathy thing, and I was like, I know exactly what's happening while you were typing to me. I was like, yep. God damn it.
I mean, to be fair, I think most of us expected these news once we returned.
Yeah.
Still. God damn it.
But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Especially with the message. The message was a little, and then the eulogy that Afirin gave, and then like the report and everything and what she did. Like the details, I guess, is what really made it feel different, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah, it was once Corin realized something, I just like out of game I'm like, Rachel. Rachel. And she was ignoring me. So I knew it was something. She was like, sorry, honey?
I'm listening to my music so hard, honey, I just can't actually hear you.
Nice. Nice. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. That was a roller coaster. All right. I'm gonna... I don't know. I was gonna do a sign-off. Everything's so sad right now. Holy cow.
We'll sign off, and then we can do something more fun.
We're gonna do... thanks, guys, for whoever was here joining us. We greatly appreciate it. This was definitely more RP-heavy session, and... Good God. Anyway, alright, thanks, guys. See you tomorrow. I feel so seen. From severely rustled jimmies. Anyway. Alright, we'll be back tomorrow for actual fun game stuff and not depressing RP stuff. But thanks for joining us, guys. Good night.
Good night.